Hi, and welcome to week 6. What you're going to do first this week is make sure that once I've provided the screencast comments on your draft, that you take a moment to listen to those, look over what my comments are, and definitely ask questions if you have them. The next thing that you're going to do is open up the primary research analysis assignment, and in it, what you're going to look at primarily is working on the first part of it. That first part will be due on Sunday. Sorry, I'm going to just go to the alternative here. Sometimes these just scroll too long. So you'll have it due on the 26th. But what you want to do is go back to that survey that you did in discussion form number 4, and you're going to create the first part of your primary research analysis for this particular project. So you did the literature review, you did the part where you explained what the previous research had to say. Now, using your survey, you're going to report on what, kind of the everyday common person feels about your topic. Now, if you only have a few participants, my suggestions for increasing your responses would be to post it on social media, send it via email or text to friends, but try to get enough so that your percentages make some sense. You know, a target would be 50 to 100. Like I said, you know who would probably take a survey for you, so it's just getting it out there. Which is something that I encouraged you to do back when we first, created them. But what you'll do is you'll open a new document. You'll have methods, flush, left, bold, and in a font size one larger than the font that you're using. So, it'll be 14 instead of Times New Roman 12. I guess it's 2 font sizes, but it's the next option. And then participants will be where you describe that. That'll be your level 2 heading, and that's flush left also, but in normal font, no bold. And then you'll describe who participated in your study, and you'll include any pertinent demographics. Sometimes you have to kind of guess just by knowing who your friends and family members are on the social media sites that you send it out on, or just give a broad overview. And you'll attach the appendix to your survey as Appendix A. For your data collection, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. For your instrumentation, you'll describe the instrument, the 10-question survey with open-ended and closed-ended questions, and you'll attach it as an appendix. And then finally, the data collection. When you collected the data, how you collected it, where you collected it. So those 3 parts are what are going to be due on this week, Sunday. And then as you move into the next week, we're going to firm that up. We'll move into the data analysis, results, limitations, and discussion section. I'll go over those next week so that you don't have to be thinking of too much ahead. But what I'll show you next is the sample. The sample primary research analysis looks like this, where you've got methods bold and in the 14 font, just who these people are. This particular researcher divided it up according to how many hours of media violent media were consumed. Then you have a total number. 39 were in one group, 27 were in another. So 66 teenagers of various cultures participated in the study. Then the instrumentation, a 10-question multiple choice survey, and then you'll have C Appendix A, and then this basically what the survey asked was added. Data collection, the link to the survey reached the adolescent respondents via email. So that's, your kind of your how and where and private Facebook messages, as well as through the researcher's main Facebook page and within the Canvas classroom. Data collection took place over the course of 2 weeks from November 7th until November 21st, 2015. And then, like I said, we're going to move into that data analysis. One thing that I forgot to add, but I'll add it and repost this particular sample, is down on the bottom. You'll have Appendix A. You'll want to make sure that the font is Times New Roman. Let's get that. go. And then you'll want to center it. And then what you're going to do is just go back to your survey and screenshot it into this page. So you might usually, because of the way that the surveys go, you'll have to take a few screenshots and combine those. But like I said, I'll get one off of a sample and get that in there for you, just so that you can see that too. And like I said, these last parts we're going to come back to the next week. But primarily, my goal for you is to make sure that you've got enough answers and enough participants in this, and that you can write up these first 3 parts so that you're ready for the next part next week. All right, so the final thing in week 6, sorry, you can see that thing is still scrolling. The final thing in week 6 is I did include a PowerPoint just going over each of those sections that I just showed you in the primary research, and kind of either former student examples, or kind of professional writing journals that did professional studies, just giving you samples of how those look when they're written up. All right, so your goal for the end of the week will be to turn in your project number 2 final copy after you've made your corrections, and turn in that first 3 parts: participants, instrumentation, and data collection of the primary research proposal. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.